Welcome back, everyone, to episode number 8. We just spruced things up, got ourselves a new thumbnail image for the show. Let us know what you think. So we got this a guide someone sent in, your guide to effortless online income generation. Some pretty big promises in here, so we thought we'd take a closer look, see what you should actually know. Before you know, dive into this whole world of online income.
Yeah, it's definitely wise to be a little skeptical.
Sure.
Effortless is a
Yeah.
pretty loaded word when it comes to making money.
Right, like right off the bat. Daily commissions without the hassle. It even says there's a fully automated system.
Mm-hmm.
Is that even realistic? I don't know. I'm feeling skeptical already.
Well, affiliate marketing.
Yeah.
Which is what this guide seems to be about. Can be a legitimate way to make money online, but,
Yeah.
it's almost never truly effortless. You're essentially building a business, right? Even if it's online. So think about what that actually means. Creating or finding products, building a website or platform, getting people to actually visit that site, and then managing all the marketing, customer interactions, all that.
Okay, so it's not like you just set it and forget it.
Not quite. Automation tools can definitely help streamline things, but they don't magically eliminate all the work. You still need to set everything up, choose the right products, make sure the system is functioning properly, troubleshoot any issues that come up, adapt to the ever-changing online landscape.
So there's more to it than just pushing a button.
Exactly. It's about working smarter, not necessarily harder. The real question is, what does that smart work look like for different online income models?
That's a great point. And this guide also mentions things like diverse earning opportunities and multiple income channels. Any thoughts on what those might actually be? Are they talking about different approaches within affiliate marketing or something else entirely?
Well, there are definitely ways to diversify within affiliate marketing itself. For example, you could promote products from different companies, use different platforms like social media blogs, email marketing. You could even create your own digital products to sell alongside affiliate offers.
So rather than just sticking like an Amazon link on Instagram
Oh, yeah.
and hoping for the best, you're strategically kind of weaving together different approaches.
Exactly. It's about finding the right mix for, your niche, your audience, your goals. And it does take effort to learn the ropes and build your skills and kind of stay ahead of the curve as things change.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, section 2 of this guide dives into this concept of a fully automated affiliate income membership. It makes it sound so simple. Just plug and play and watch the money roll in. What's the reality there?
Creating and running a membership site can be a great business model, but it is far from plug and play. I mean, think about it. You need to create high-quality content that keeps members engaged. And coming back for more, you're building a community. So that means managing interactions, providing customer support, constantly updating and improving the platform itself.
So not as passive as it initially sounds.
Definitely not. It's an ongoing commitment, like tending a garden. And while automation tools can handle certain tasks, you're still the gardener, cultivating the content, nurturing the community, and making sure everything's running smoothly.
Okay, so this effortless claim, starting to crumble a bit. But then we get to section 3, and this is where things get really interesting. The guide says you can get paid for giving away free memberships. How does that even work?
This is where understanding different business models is key. What they're likely referring to is a freemium model or the use of lead magnets. Essentially, businesses offer something valuable for free, like a basic membership, a mini course, an ebook, to attract people and build their email list.
So you're giving away something to get people in the door, and then what?
The key is to then strategically guide people towards paid options. You might offer premium features within the free membership, upsells to more comprehensive products or services, or even monetize the free offering through targeted advertising.
Interesting. Could you give us an example of how this plays out in the real world? I'm having trouble visualizing it.
Sure, think about a software company offering a free trial. You get to use the software for a limited time, or with restricted features. And then if you find it valuable, you're likely to upgrade to the paid version to unlock the full potential. Or imagine a free meditation app offering a basic set of guided meditations. They might then offer premium meditations or courses for a fee.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like a strategic sample that entices people to buy the full product. Now let's jump to section 4, where the guide talks about a fully hosted, hassle-free solution. This sounds appealing, but what does it actually mean in practical terms? Does it really eliminate all the technical headaches?
Using a hosted platform can definitely simplify things you wouldn't have to worry about. Setting up your own website, figuring out hosting, or managing technical updates. But there are trade-offs to consider.
Like what?
Well, you might have less control over customization and branding. Some platforms have limitations in terms of design flexibility or the features you can access. You also might not own your data in the same way as you would if you self-hosted. And of course, there are usually fees involved.
So it's important to weigh the convenience against the potential limitations and costs.
Exactly. It's about finding the right balance for your needs and resources.
Okay, that's helpful. Section 5 is all about a done-for-you success blueprint. With pre-built marketing funnels and professionally written copy, it almost sounds too good to be true. Can these generic solutions really be effective?
Pre-made templates and funnels can be a good starting point, especially if you're new to online marketing and feeling a little overwhelmed, but just plugging in generic content without tailoring it to your specific audience and business goals isn't going to cut it.
So it's not a magic bullet.
Definitely not. You still need to understand the principles behind effective marketing. Choose the right tools for your specific needs and put in the work to adapt those templates to your unique brand and offerings.
So it's more like a toolbox, not a magic wand.
Exactly. You need to know how to use those tools effectively and adapt them to your specific situation. Otherwise, you risk blending in with everyone else, using the same generic templates, and your message might not resonate with your target audience.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, Section 6 focuses on the idea that you don't need any experience to achieve online income. Is that really realistic? Or is this guy just trying to lure in people who don't know any better?
It's true that starting an online business can be challenging, but it's more accessible than ever, thanks to the abundance of resources and communities available online.
So you're saying anyone with a computer and an internet connection can potentially make money online?
Potentially, yes. But it's crucial to be realistic about the work involved. While you don't need to be a tech expert or have an MBA to get started, it takes effort, a willingness to learn, and the ability to adapt and overcome challenges.
So prior knowledge can be helpful, but it's not a deal breaker.
Exactly. What matters more is your drive to learn, your ability to implement what you learn, and your persistence in the face of setbacks.
This guide also talks about leveraging insider tips in Section 7, particularly social proof and paid traffic. How can these strategies amplify results? And are there any pitfalls to watch out for?
Social proof is incredibly powerful because it builds trust and credibility. Think about it. When you're considering buying something online, you often look for reviews, testimonials, or case studies to see what others have experienced. The same principle applies to online businesses.
So it's about showcasing positive experiences to potential customers.
Exactly. Testimonials, reviews, case studies, even influencer endorsements can all contribute to building social proof and increasing conversions. But it's crucial to ensure that the social proof is genuine and relevant to your target audience.
That makes sense. What about paid traffic? It sounds like a quick way to get your offering in front of more people, but I'm guessing there's more to it than just throwing money at ads.
You're absolutely right. Paid traffic can be a highly effective way to reach a larger audience
Yep.
and accelerate business growth, but it requires strategic planning and budgeting. You need to understand your target audience, choose the right platforms to advertise on, and craft compelling ads that resonate with your ideal customers.
So it's not as simple as just boosting a post on Facebook.
Not quite. It's about targeting the right people with the right message at the right time. You also need to track your results carefully to see what's working and what's not, and be willing to adjust your strategies accordingly.
Okay, that's starting to sound a bit more complex than the effortless picture this guide is painting. Moving on to Section 8. The guide debunks some common myths about online income, like the need to be a tech expert and the belief that it's too competitive. What's your take on these misconceptions, and are they really as misleading as the guide suggests?
I think it's important to address these myths head-on because they can discourage people from exploring the possibilities of online income. You definitely don't need to be a coding whiz to succeed online. There are so many user-friendly tools and platforms available that make it easy to build websites, manage marketing, and run your business without needing advanced technical skills.
So there are options for those of us who aren't tech wizards.
Absolutely. And as for the competition, it's true that the online world is crowded, but that doesn't mean there isn't room for you. The key is to find your niche, differentiate yourself, and provide unique value that sets you apart from the crowd.
So instead of getting discouraged by the sheer number of people online, it's about focusing on what you can offer that's special and valuable to a specific audience.
Exactly. It's about finding your unique angle, your voice, and your expertise. And remember, there are always new niches emerging, so there's always opportunity for those who are willing to adapt and innovate.
That's a really encouraging perspective, and it highlights the importance of staying curious, learning continuously, and adapting to the ever-changing landscape of the online world.
Absolutely. The online world rewards those who are willing to experiment, learn from their mistakes, and constantly evolve their approach. It's not about finding a get-rich-quick scheme, but rather about cultivating a sustainable online presence that aligns with your skills and passions.
And that's where this idea of effortless income can be misleading, right?
Absolutely. There's effort involved in any successful business, whether it's online or offline. It's about working smarter, not necessarily harder. And that often means leveraging tools and strategies that can automate or streamline tasks. But you still need to be the driving force behind those tools and strategies.
Right. Like you said earlier, automation can be a helpful tool, but it's not a replacement for strategy, creativity, and good old-fashioned hard work.
Exactly. It's about finding that sweet spot where you're leveraging technology to your advantage while still maintaining a human touch and a genuine connection with your audience.
Okay, so let's talk about the guide's concluding message. Take the first step toward financial freedom. What are some key takeaways and actionable advice for our listeners who are intrigued by the idea of earning income online, but also want to approach it with a healthy dose of realism?
I think the most important thing is to approach online income opportunities with a discerning eye and a willingness to learn. Don't fall for promises that sound too good to be true. Do your research, understand the business model, and be prepared to put in the time and effort required to build a sustainable income stream.
So don't expect to get rich quick by clicking a few buttons.
Definitely not. Building a successful online business takes time, effort, and a commitment to continuous learning. There are no shortcuts to genuine lasting success.
But it is possible to build a fulfilling and financially rewarding business online, right? I don't want to discourage our listeners who are excited about the potential.
Absolutely. The possibilities are vast, and the online world offers incredible opportunities for those who are willing to put in the work. But it's crucial to choose a business model that genuinely aligns with your skills, interests, and long-term goals.
So it's about finding that intersection between what you're good at, what you enjoy doing, and what people are willing to pay for.
Exactly. Don't just chase the latest trend or shiny object. Take the time to identify your strengths, explore different online business models, and find something that resonates with you on a deeper level.
That's great advice. And for listeners who are ready to take that next step, what are some resources or communities where they can learn more, connect with others, and find support on their online business journey?
There are so many fantastic resources available online. Start by exploring reputable blogs, podcasts, and YouTube channels that focus on online business and marketing. Look for free or paid courses that delve deeper into specific skills or business models that interest you. And don't underestimate the power of community.
What are some good ways to find those communities?
Online forums, Facebook groups, and even co-working spaces can be great places to connect with other entrepreneurs, share ideas, ask questions, and find support and accountability. Attending industry conferences or webinars can also be a valuable way to network and learn from experienced professionals.
I'm guessing you need to be careful about who you trust online, though. There are a lot of self-proclaimed gurus and experts out there who might not have your best interests at heart.
You're absolutely right. It's essential to do your due diligence before investing time or money in any program, course, or coaching opportunity. Look for genuine testimonials, check reviews, and don't be afraid to ask questions to get a feel for the person or organization you're considering working with.
So it's about being a savvy consumer of information and seeking out guidance from reputable sources.
Exactly. And remember, building a sustainable online business is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be challenges along the way, but if you're persistent, committed to learning, and willing to adapt, you can achieve your goals and create the online business of your dreams.
This has been incredibly insightful.
Yeah.
I feel like we've really unpacked this whole effortless online income concept and provided our listeners with a more realistic and empowering perspective.
I agree. It's important to approach these things with a healthy dose of skepticism and a willingness to learn, but also with a sense of excitement about the possibilities. The online world offers incredible opportunities for those who are ready to embrace the challenge.
So to sum things up, making money online is definitely possible, but it's not effortless. It takes work strategy, a willingness to learn, and the ability to adapt. Don't believe the hype. Do your research and choose a business model that you're passionate about and that aligns with your skills and goals. And remember, finding a supportive community and reputable resources can make the journey much smoother and more enjoyable.
Well said. And remember, the most important step is the one you take today. Start small, experiment, learn, and keep moving forward.
That's right. It's about taking action and building momentum. We've reached the end of our exploration of your guide to effortless online income generation. I hope our listeners feel equipped with the knowledge and insights they need to make informed decisions about their online business journey.
I hope so too. And remember, we've only scratched the surface of this topic. There's so much more to explore in the world of online business and income generation. We'll definitely be diving deeper into specific strategies, resources, and success stories in future episodes.
That's right. So stay tuned for more insights and actionable advice. For now, thanks for joining us on this exploration of your guide to effortless online income generation.
And remember, the most important step is the one you take today.
That's right. So get out there, do your research, and start building the online business of your dreams. We'll be here to cheer you on every step of the way. Until next time. We've covered a lot of ground today, but before we wrap up, I want to circle back to something we touched on earlier, that idea of finding your niche. It seems like that's a crucial piece of the puzzle when it comes to building a successful online business.
Absolutely. Finding your niche is essential for several reasons. First, it helps you focus your efforts and resources. Instead of trying to be everything to everyone, you can tailor your message and offerings to a specific group of people who are genuinely interested in what you have to offer.
That makes sense. It's about becoming a big fish in a small pond, rather than getting lost in a vast ocean.
Exactly. When you have a clear niche, it's easier to stand out from the competition, establish yourself as an authority, and attract a loyal audience.
Hmm.
It also makes marketing much more effective because you can target your efforts precisely reaching the people who are most likely to become customers or clients.
So how does someone go about finding their niche? Is it about identifying a passion or interest and then figuring out how to monetize it? Or is there more to it than that?
Passion is definitely a great starting point. It's much easier to stay motivated and put in the work when you genuinely care about what you're doing. But it's also important to consider the market demand for your niche. Is there an audience of people who are actively searching for solutions to the problems you can solve or the needs you can fulfill?
So you need to find that sweet spot where your passion intersects with a viable market opportunity.
Exactly. You might be incredibly passionate about underwater basket weaving, but if there are only a handful of people in the world who share that interest, it might not be the most sustainable niche for a business.
That's a hilarious example, but it makes the point perfectly. So let's say someone has identified a potential niche that aligns with their passion. It seems to have market demand. What are some next steps they can take to validate that niche and start building their online presence?
Research is key at this stage. Spend time understanding your target audience, their demographics, their interests, their pain points, and their aspirations. Where do they hang out online? What are their preferred platforms and content formats? What are their biggest challenges, and what solutions are they seeking?
So it's about getting into the minds of your ideal customers and understanding their needs and desires.
Exactly. You can gather this information through online surveys, social media listening, engaging in relevant forums or groups, and even conducting one-on-one interviews with potential customers. The goal is to gain a deep understanding of your target audience so you can create offerings and messaging that truly resonate with them.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like conducting market research, but specifically tailored to your niche. Once you have a good grasp on your target audience, what are some concrete steps you can take to establish your online presence and start attracting those ideal customers?
Building a website or a platform that showcases your expertise and offerings is essential. This could be a blog, a podcast like this one, a YouTube channel, an online course platform, an e-commerce store, or a combination of these. The key is to create a hub where people can find you, learn more about what you offer, and engage with your content.
And it's important to tailor that content to the specific needs and interests of your target audience, right?
Absolutely. Your content should provide value, solve problems, answer questions, or entertain your audience in a way that aligns with their interests. It's also important to promote your content strategically using social media, email marketing, search engine optimization, SEO, or even paid advertising to reach your target audience and drive traffic to your website or platform.
So it's not enough to just create great content. You also need to make sure it gets seen by the right people.
Exactly. Building an online business requires a multifaceted approach that combines content creation, marketing, community building, and continuous learning and adaptation.
This has been an incredibly insightful conversation. I feel like we've gone beyond simply debunking the myth of effortless online income and provided our listeners with a roadmap for approaching online business with a realistic and strategic mindset.
I agree. It's all about empowering people with the knowledge and tools they need to navigate the online world effectively and create businesses that align with their passions and goals.
Well said. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise and insights with us today. It's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Yeah.
And to our listeners, thank you for joining us for this exploration of online income and entrepreneurship. We hope you found it valuable and inspiring.
It was my pleasure. And remember, the online world is constantly evolving, so stay curious, keep learning, and never stop experimenting.
That's great advice to end on. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep building those online dreams.